Hello there. We begin with the second class of the chapter sequence and series. In this class, we are going to talk about arithmetic progression part 2. That is, in this class, we are going to talk about sum of an arithmetic progression. Now, in arithmetic progression, if I consider small a and small d to be the first term and the common difference, then the sum of first n terms is denoted by capital Sn. So this suggests that this is not a fixed sum, obviously. This is a variable sum depending on whatever the value of n is, and it is given by n by 2 times a plus an. A plus an means first term plus the nth term, or in this case the last term. So if I go by the formula of n, then it becomes n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 times d, right? So now, as you have already done this in your previous class, so let us just move into the problems and discuss a few problems. Number 1, find the sum of 2 1/2, 3 1/3, 4 1/6, 5 and so on up to 24 terms. So to begin with, first I need to find the common difference. Now in this case, the common difference is 5 by 6. You already know what is the first term. So now all I need to do is put it into the formula, that is S24. Put all the values, calculate. If you just calculate, the value comes out to be 290. Right? Number 2. If fourth term of an AP is 4, then find the sum of the first 7 terms. Now fourth term of an AP, that is basically a plus 3d, and that is given to be 4. So let that be an equation. Let us keep it. Now let us understand what is S7. Now S7 is basically 7 by 2 times 2 into a. 2 into a means that is 2a plus n minus 1 times d. N minus 1 here is 7 minus 1, so that is 6d, right? So that is 2a. I mean 2a plus 6d. Now this 2 in the denominator and here there is a 2 common gets cancelled, so I can write this as 7 times a plus 3d. See if I can write this or not. I can. Now see here, this a plus 3d is exactly this value which is given. So I can replace that value and calculate, so I get my answer. So this is exactly what I have written here, and that is 7 into 4, that is 28. Right? Number 3. How many terms of the AP 17, 15, 13 and so on must be taken so that the sum is 72? So to begin with, first we need to identify the first term and the common difference. Once we have done so, we need to put it into the formula of Sn. Now we know the value of Sn, we know the value of a and d, but we don't know the value of n. So let that be. Let us do the calculation and let us find out. So if we go on solving this, we get a quadratic equation. We get the value of n to be 12 or 6. Now why the two values? Because as it is a decreasing AP, so after a certain number of terms there will be negative terms coming. So that negative term will in fact balance all the positive terms that we have got. So after certain negative terms, the sum is again going to come back to 72. Right? Let us move to number 4. Number 4. The ratio of the sum of the first nth terms of two APs is 3n plus 8 is to 7n plus 15. Find the ratio of their 12th terms. So to begin with, let me name it. So Sn and Sn dash be the two sums of the two respective APs. So the thing given is Sn by Sn dash, that is equals to 3n plus 8 by 7n plus 15. Now understand this. This is a very important thing that we need to understand. I am trying to find out ratio between the 12th term. So let A12 be of the first one and A12 dash be the second one. So I need to find this. Now what is A12? Basically it is A plus 11D. Here also if I am writing it as A dash, so it is A dash plus 11D dash. Two different APs, so I have to take two different variables. Now you see the number associated here with D. Here it is 11, right? Now to ensure I get this 11 here, in this case, all I need to do is I have to put 2 times that 11 plus 1. I can remember it that way. Or if I want to remember it the another different way, see here 12, I can put 2 into 12 minus 1. So both are going to give me the same value. So what the value is? The value is 23. So therefore, I am going to put the value of n as 23. So now you may ask the question why I need to do so. Well, we will be checking it in a bit. So let us put the value 23. If I put the value 23, I get the value on the right side as 77 by 176. Let's keep that value. So let us understand what is S23. So S23 is basically 23 by 2 times 2a. 2a plus 23 minus 1. 23 minus 1 is 22d. Right? So you can see this 2 gets cancelled. So you are getting 23 times a plus 11d. So now you understand why I have put this value of n as 23 to ensure that I come across this a plus 11d. That is the 12th term which we are trying to find. Right? Same for s dash 23. So if I put s dash, everything will be in dash. So in this case also I'll come across a dash plus 11d dash, which is the 12th term of that AP. So therefore, whatever is the ratio of the sum of the two APs for 23 terms is exactly the same as the ratio of their 12th terms. So therefore, all I need to do is just put the values, calculate, and I get this. So therefore, the ratio between the 12th term is 77 by 176. Right? Now let us move to number 5. Number 5. Find 3 terms in AP whose sum is 21 and the product is 315. Again, old school problem. So to begin with, considering 3 terms in AP, it is always good to consider it in this way. Not the hard and fast rule, but definitely the easiest one. A minus D, A and A plus D. They are all in AP, as we can see. Now, the first thing said is sum is 21. So obviously, if you add them up, then the sum is 21. From there, you get the value of A directly. That is why it is the easiest. You can get one of the values quickly. So the value of A is 7. Then it is told that the product is 315. So multiply them, equals to 315. You know the value of A, put it. You get this. Solve to get the value of D as plus minus 2. Now it really doesn't matter if the value of D is plus 2 or minus 2 because you are going to end up with the same answer. So therefore the 3 terms are 5, 7 and 9. Alright. Let us move to number 6. Question number 6. If in an AP, S1 is equals to 6, S7 equals to 105, prove that Sn is to Sn minus 3 is this. So now to find this ratio between Sn and Sn minus 3, first I need to find out the value of A and D. So A is exactly the same as S1 because S1 means sum of first term of the AP or one term in the AP. So therefore it is going to be the first term only, that is 6. Then S7, that is sum of first 7 terms, put it into the formula, and as we already know the value of A, we can calculate and find the value of D, that is 3. So now let us understand what is Sn and what is Sn minus 3. Sn means sum of first n terms. So that is n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 times d. Right? This is Sn, and Sn minus 3, that is n minus first sum of first n minus 3 terms. So 2a plus n minus 3 minus 1. So that makes it n minus 4 d. Right? All I need to do is put the value of a and d into this and do our calculation, and then we can find the ratio. So in this case I have done it directly. You could have done it separately and then taken the ratio. Your choice, no problem with that. And if you can do your calculation, you will see things get cancelled and you are left with n plus 3 by n minus 3. So that is your answer. Now the last problem, number 7. If S is the sum of n arithmetic means between two given numbers a and b, and capital A is the single arithmetic mean between the given numbers, then find the value of S by A. Now see this. What is capital A? Capital A is basically a plus b by 2. That is the only arithmetic mean that we have. But what is capital S? Capital S is a1 plus a2 plus up till an, right? Now what are these a1, a2, an? These are the n arithmetic means between a and b. Now if we remember, when we discussed a1, a2, an and b, it forms an AP where a is the first term, b is the n plus 2th term, if you remember that, and a1 is going to be the second term, a2 is going to be the third term, and an is going to be the n plus 1th term. And following that, a1 was basically a plus d, a2 was basically a plus 2d, and so on till an was basically a plus nd. So all these things I hope you remember from the previous class. Now if I am going to add them up, so if I add all these numbers up, so what I get as S, if I add all the A, I get NA plus. If I add all the D's, you see in the first one it is only D, in the second one it is 2D, in the last one it is ND. So it will be 1 plus 2 plus up till N into D. Now what is this? This is basically N into N plus 1 by D, 1 by 2, that is sum of first n natural numbers, right? So therefore, now let us erase this thing up and let us write it formally. So basically what I told till now. So till this much you have understood. Now comes the point where I need to put the value of D. So this is the value of D which we already know. So D is basically equals to b minus a by n plus 1. Right? Now you can see things get cancelled. You will be left with nb minus na by 2. Take LCM, calculate, you are left with this. So you need not do all these steps. Why? Because these are not necessary. You can directly remember this as a formula. So what is the formula basically? The formula is sum of n arithmetic means between two numbers a and b, that is equals to n by 2 a plus b. So this is a formula. You can just remember it like this. And once I know this, then it becomes pretty easy for us to find the value of S by A. So the value of S by A is n, because n times A plus B by 2 divided by A plus B by 2, that gives you n. So that's it. That is the class. And as always, if you have any doubt, please get it clarified. Thank you.